Contestant number 8. Casey Peterson, what if it's true? What if it's true? Casey Peterson.
What if it's true that what we think about, we bring about? Take me, for example. It was the week after I graduated from high school. I was standing on a corner, waiting for a bus. Why? To take me downtown to find a job. Why? Because several months prior to this day, my dad said to me, Casey, you understand, when you graduate, you have to start paying rent. Rent! Rent. By this day in June, every cell in my body was vibrating. Find a job, find a job, find a job. After I stood on that corner for several moments, I noticed a man across the street. He was waving his arm and shouting, "Hey! Hey, you!" Me? Yeah, you! I ran across the street to see what he wanted. "Hi," he said. "Would you be interested in a job?" Really? Really. As it turned out, my friends, I didn't need to find a job found me. What if it's true that what you think about, you bring about? Now, I did not invent this phrase. It's been around a very, very long time. I did not invent it. I heard it and I read it. A man by the name of Chuck Danes actually wrote a book by that exact same title. What you think about, you bring about. Now, because Mr. Danes says it's true, doesn't make it so. And you know that we're really talking about the law of attraction. So it's the law, it must be true, right? That doesn't make it so. Spiritual teachers and authors and other teachers have been telling us that the law of attraction is true for hundreds, if not thousands of years. That doesn't make it so. I cannot prove to you that it's true. But I will ask you to consider the possibility that it might be true. Can you do that?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to share with you just two of the many examples that illustrate for me that it's true in my life. And then I'm going to ask a very simple favor of you. About 8 years ago, I was given an assignment at work that both challenged and honored me. That assignment was to design, develop, and deliver a specialized training program to 20 new employees scheduled to start in 1 month. My boss promised me everything, all of the time and resources I needed to complete this task. Unfortunately, as so often happens in corporate America, I didn't get any of that. As this magical day was looming on my horizon, I began to be filled with a feeling of dread. And the day before those people were supposed to start, Eileen and I came home from shopping. It was a Sunday. I headed towards the basement stairs, and fortunately, my mind has blanked out any memory of my head over heels tumble down that staircase. Several minutes later, I regained consciousness to a man kneeling beside me shouting, "Sir, what's your name? Sir, what day is this? Sir, do you know who's the president?" All I could think of was, what happened? And what happened, my friend? Mr. Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters and friend, what happened was I literally fractured 2 vertebrae in my spine. I did not have to deliver that training program. What if it's true that what you think about, I'm going to fast forward, zip, to now. Eileen and I just recently celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary. When I married this amazing woman, she was a single mom with 4 daughters. My adult children thought I was crazy. We'll see. We attended some classwork on blended families and how to raise teenagers. And we learned something that scared us. The most difficult relationship to form in a blended family is that of a stepfather and stepdaughters. I made a commitment to myself, to Eileen, and to those girls to do the very best I could to treat them with love and respect. Here we are. Today, Annie, the youngest, is 37. She has brought me great joy. She tells me she loves me and I'm her real dad. Val wrote me a letter last Christmas in which she said in part, Casey, I've often felt a little smug that I did not fulfill the prophecy that you married one of your parents. Instead, I married somebody who is patient, kind, and unconditionally loving. In other words, I married a man just like you, Casey. What if it's true that what you think about, you bring about? I'm going to ask you one favor. I would like you to join me in thinking as often as you can, as passionately as you can, about world peace. Because what if it's true? Let's do Toastmasters.